Hello everyone, it's your boy Daddy Verdugo. You can also just call me Gio or Giovanni. I thought the playful Daddy Verdugo name would be easy to memorize or make people remember me. Anyways, this video will go over the scripture tracker as well as the wellness tracker, along with some fun activities that happened since the last time I made a video. Vlog 2, the check-in. So we went over Genesis 1 through 7. Now we can discuss the main points. First chapter is the creation. Second chapter was rest and the creation of man and woman. The third chapter was the fall of Adam and Eve. Genesis 4 was about Cain and Abel. Genesis 5 was about Adam's descendants to Noah. Genesis 6 was increasing corruption on earth around Noah's time. And Genesis 7 was what happened around the God's response to the corruption. Let's see here. So getting a little bit more in depth, Genesis 1 went over the 6 days of creation. Genesis 2 went over day 7 of rest, as well as Eve coming from Adam's rib, as well as the introduction of marriage, verse 24, becoming one flesh. Genesis 3 was when they ate from the forbidden tree, and also references the first sacrifice in verse 21, where garments were made of skin to cover them, with consequences such as painful childbearing and strenuous work from Adam to keep up what he was given for free. Now, Genesis 4, Cain killed Abel, was guilty, and discussed more of the descendants all the way down to Seth and Enosh. I might have mispronounced that. Hold me accountable in the comments down below. Genesis 5 was more about the descendants all the way till Noah and his children, which goes into Genesis 6 with the increase in corruption on earth. Noah was selected by God to create the ark and put the animals and the food in the ark for Genesis 7, the coming destruction of rain, 40 days and 40 nights. To put it briefly into perspective, the whole earth was covered with 23 feet above the highest mountain. Everyone died except for Noah and his family, as well as the animals in the ark. There's a lot more details that I have on this sheet. I plan on posting this somewhere, so be on the lookout for that. Now transitioning into the wellness tracker. I know I went really fast through all those. I encourage you all to go more in depth and hold me accountable again if I misspoke or if there's something more you want for me to talk about. All right, so now wellness tracker, similar to the scripture tracker. I plan on posting this somewhere, so be on the lookout. Running through the 8 categories. I know it's a lot, broken down to 3 categories: the good, the bad, and the focus points. I'll keep it very, very brief, 1 to 2 words, maybe words of a phrase for each part. The good for mental is I can brainstorm, but sometimes the bad part, those brainstorms get scattered. So my plan is to meditate at least once a day for a specific amount of time, maybe 1 to 2 minutes, just to try to reset my brain. Physical, I don't have any injuries currently. However, I have been pretty tired. So I want to track my sleep as a focus point. And rather than being at 6 hours currently, I plan on incrementing maybe 15 minutes each night. Spiritual, I do pray. I do read scripture. However, I can get distracted when I pray or when I read scripture. So I want to pray slower. So especially when I'm hungry, really take that time to pray before I eat, to give thanks to God, and then spread the reading time out rather than cramming it as I may have. Now, environmental, I am mostly organized, but there are some points where I procrastinate. So rather than procrastinating, I want to do chores more consistently, say wash the dish right after I use it and put it in the dishwasher rather than leaving it on the counter for a future time to clean it. Emotional, I've been positive and calm. However, sometimes that may seem overly optimistic and lead to me getting distracted again. So I plan on making realistic expectations, which is a perfect transition to work or occupational in this wellness tracker. I do stay productive. However, my timelines can be a little bit overly ambitious. So I plan on planning more realistically. Financial, bills have been paid. However, I should buy less wants, such as me focusing on eating out less. Just a quick example. Social, I do spend quality time with family, friends, coworkers, as well as strangers. However, the bad is I can get distracted with video games and YouTube, so I want to focus on budgeting more time specifically for family versus games and YouTube. The next part of this video will go over some fun activities that happened, such as getting a haircut, bowling, and some fun food activities. So, off to the next one. Haircut time. I want to cut this mop a little bit and just clean up the sides and the front of my bangs so that it doesn't get in my eyeballs.
Okay, so sides short again, and then here also some off, or
Yeah, that way
like
it's not.
this weight right here,
Yeah.
and bangs, and then the net back, just a little bit of the tip, like
Yeah, because I think it's a little bit frizzy.
fall.
Yeah, maybe my neck hairs too. What's up? I'm going bowling now. See my shoes. So fresh, so clean. My little buddy here, Ezra. He's one, by the way. It's time to find a good bowling ball. Usually I get like a 13 pound, 14 pound, but clearly they have different sizes, right? They have a large and an extra large. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna show you guys the two types of ways I bowl. I bowl straight, or I bowl kind of Jason Belmonte inspired, but I'm not the greatest bowler, so I'm gonna have to have him help me if he can. All right, so I'm gonna try the first just straight arm bowl. Let's see what happens. Since I tried this straight, let's try curve and see how it happens. Shout out to Jason Belmonte for this. Let's see how this goes. Like last.
Do it. Giovanni! Yeah!
I
One, two, three.
Grab the cake. I hope you enjoyed the video. I encourage you to like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and comment what you liked, what you didn't like, what you want to see more of in the comments down below. I look forward to making more content for everyone. I love you all, and God bless.